Hello everyone, I'm Reaper PC. Welcome to the chat. It's been a little bit, but we got our first stream for the week kicked off. A little late because I had to go find some stuff, and we have a lot to discuss. A lot has happened since the last stream. Let me catch up on chat. First off, Lucky first, N2 second, Autumn third. How are y'all? Hopefully everyone's good. So some things have happened since the last time we've streamed, right? A lot of things have happened since the last time we streamed. Let me make sure my YouTube side is functional. There we go, Reaper PC Live. If you aren't following yet, be sure to hit that sub button, the noti bell, all the usual YouTube goodness. Oh, where do I start with the topics today? When I say a lot has happened in the gaming news sphere around my circles, a lot has happened. And I'm going to try and touch on quite a few things. But first things first, there have been some birthdays. So you folks get to see me record these live, right? You become part of the live experience, and then I cut these up, and these end up on YouTube later. You know how that goes. So I guess I should get into the first one. And this one's near and dear to this stream. It's also going to make me feel really old to say this. Well, both of these are going to make me feel really old. Let me not joke. All right, folks. Released on June 22nd, 1996, was one I talk about often. That is not showing. Which is, there we go. Quake. For PC, Shareware Edition, released June 22nd, 1996. This was a full month before Quake launched. Full retail on PC. It's a nice promotional 1 month period. Release the shareware, then release the full game. And for those that don't know what shareware is, it's essentially what we now call demos. That's right, shareware, because they meant for you to share this freely. Yeah, this game revolutionized first-person shooters. The first fully 3D polygonal first-person shooter. Every shooter can pull its DNA back to this, and some of them directly. And by some of them, I mean anything based on Valve's Source Engine. Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead, Portal, they all contain bits and pieces of the original Quake engine source code. A few other games as well, but just bringing those come to mind first. And this was also a full year before, was it a full year? Close to a year before 3D accelerator cards, we all now call them video cards or graphics cards, came out for PCs and retail. So this was all intended to be done on CPU. Just imagine the wizardry done by the folks at id Software to pull this off all on CPU rendering. And then, of course, it got patched for 3D accelerators when they came out, and the market just took off from there. So, yeah, Quake is 30. Feel old yet? Oof. That just made me feel old. Also, I should probably set up the next open Quake lobby. Which one of y'all willing to join, huh? Any of y'all still brave enough after the last time? All right. So that is the Quake birthday present and accounted for. And I have another one just in case y'all don't feel old enough yet. So let me change this game out. Not Quake talking about a cloud error. I'll figure that out later. Okay, so Quake 30 done. Let's get to the next one. Oh, I have to install this. All right, so we're here for a little bit. That or I just put the cartridge in my Genesis. Now let me install it. Sorry about that. Starting download. Yay. Yo, what's up, Yoshi? Yoshi, we're just waiting on a game to finish downloading here, and we'll be on to the next topic. How are you doing? Why is that so slow? Day's been alright, thankfully. Alright, download's complete. Let me fire this up, make sure our settings are good. Knox with the biddies, which I didn't hear because my alerts are off. Sorry about that. Thank you for the biddies, Knox. How you doing tonight? Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it, Yoshi. You're about to feel old if you stick around for a second. I'm doing some game birthday stuff. Just did Quake, which is now 30 years old, and I remember vaguely when it came out, so that made me feel away. But now we have another game birthday to talk. Not old? No, Knox. This is going to make you feel old. Me, I'm from New York, Yoshi. Where are you from? New York, USA. Wisconsin? You're 14. Games are not entering. Okay, yeah, I have entire consoles on display behind me. That could be your dad. That's sad. That statement just made me feel even older. Jeez. Why did I say that out loud?
I'll buy that for $1.
Your dad is over 46? That's about right. All right. So for you, this will be a history lesson. For the rest of us, this is what it was. You know, these were games that came out when we were young. Why is this not loading? All right, let's try that again. You're ready for gaming school? He said gaming school. I'm assuming Yoshi Man is a he. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ah, that was loud. Okay, okay. Yeah, I turned that up too much. Whew. All right, let's calm down with the audio settings. Holy volume, next to nothing, please. Whew. What are we discussing? Couple of things, Abex. Your favorite older game is Halo. Halo and older in the same sentence. You're allowed to say swear words, so go ahead. Got you. All right. So, for those on Twitch that can hear the music's about to turn off. For those on YouTube, you weren't hearing music anyway, so I'm just speaking gibberish. All right. Let me get the visuals ready on this. So, Avex, you missed the part where I talked about. Avex says that's like saying your favorite old school basketball player is LeBron. Yeah, not wrong. All right. So, I already discussed that Quake has turned 30 years old on June 22nd. And now we're about to discuss another game birthday today. Once I get the visuals ready in the background. Come on, fire up. It's just giving me a black screen. There we go. So full screen. Huh. It's not playing full screen. You know what? I'll rock it this way. Whatever. You like this guy, funny dude, who Avex with the LeBron statement? Yeah, you can talk to him on Twitch. All right. Now, folks, as I reach over for this, another one. Released today, June 23rd, 1991. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was released for the Sega Genesis. Sega released their mascot to combat Mario in the console war space, and this became a runaway success. I didn't mean that pun, but we're here now. We're going to go with it. So, yeah, this game single-handedly made the Genesis a household name and became part, in the USA at least, of the blast processing moniker. This was shown to, say that the Genesis was faster. And for those of you who can hear that logo playing on the screen, you know what I mean. This is not my original copy. This is my second one that came when I got the Sega CD. I can't find my original copy, and I'm going to have to try and find it. because it's in better shape than this. This was just kind of bonus that came with a thing that I wanted. But this became a pack-in, hence the not for resale, with many a Genesis unit, and it definitely helped sell the console. This went on to produce an entire series that is still running today, surpassing the lifespan of Sega being in the hardware market. Think about that for a second. How many game series created for a game console survive the lifespan and exceed that of the console it was made for? Cartoon shows, comics, movies, this spawned an entire merchandising scheme. And it is now 35 years old. Feel old yet? Yeah, so by the way, folks, these are gonna be put up separately on YouTube later as their own segments. But look how rough this cartridge is. I really gotta find mine. Also on Instagram, these go up as shorts on Instagram where people seem to be highly offended by me reminding them of their age. Almost none. Yes, that is true, Yoshi. Almost none. Sega and had Mega Man games did come out on Sega hardware, but it was not exclusive. Mega Man's a third party. Yeah, that is Capcom. And Capcom will release for whatever you got out there because Capcom likes money. And my bot over on Twitch is reminding you that, Mega Man was named Rockman in Japan, which doesn't make sense because Mega Man has to fight other elements, some of them having Earth-like abilities. EA loves money and keeps doing things to not make money. That's what they keep doing. All right, let's go back to full screen. Want to feel old? Next year's the 20th anniversary of Crisis. Yeah, Crisis turning 20, that is old. Sonic hit me harder turning 35 because I remember being a little kid wanting to play Sonic. Like, I remember being small. Crisis is attached to my early adult lifestyle. But that's tied to my childhood. Quake 1 is tied to my childhood. Diablo 1 is tied to my childhood. Those games age me. Just like Yoshi Man here, who said he 14. Doom ages me old as well. So to combat Nintendo's stereotype, Sega unleashed a nightmarish rodent fueled by late 80s cocaine. Yeah. That is an oddly interesting analysis for that. So pre and post manhood have it. Autumn. I don't know what y'all are on, but y'all are killing it tonight. All right. So we've done the birthdays. Let me get Sonic off my screen. Now oddly enough, I'm going to bring up a spreadsheet. Now we're in the just chatting portion. I'm going to hop in the Discord. For those with access, you can hop in as well. We can discuss this. We're going to discuss Valve's Steam Machine. Isler Gaming? Let me know how to pronounce that. Amazon Prime deals just bought Metro Prime 4 Beyond Switch 2 Edition. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. A Switch 2 game for $40? Isler. Thank you. See? I'd be messing that up. $40, not bad. I may have to swing through there. I don't know. I haven't... Prime deals... Y'all let me know if you have better luck with Prime Day deals than me, but they've been a very hit or miss for me. It's either I miss something I wanted, or I don't see anything during the Prime Day stuff that I want at all some years. It's not great for me. Opinion on Lego Batman games 1 and 2. They look fun, right? But not really my style. So I haven't played them myself. So I can't say whether or not they are fun to play, but the comedic value seems to be there. Tongue in cheek, they don't take themselves too seriously, but they've not quite been my deal, so I haven't bought one to play it. They usually suck every year. Got lucky that you got lucky? Nice. Yeah, a friend of mine was complaining he's big into physical movies and like most of the stuff he wanted wasn't on sale. Um I'm into physical media for games as you could tell behind me. So I'll look, but I don't know. No barrel of lube for Prime Date Dade. Date. What's your fave video game? Yours is OG Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil, Requiem, God of War, Ragnarok, all tied for. Resident Evil 4 is a good choice. That is a very good choice. I haven't. Okay. It's on my to do list. I haven't played a single God of War game yet. None. But it is on my to do list. For those that don't know that are new here, my motif is going back to the first iteration of a game. So someone mentioned Doom before. Yoshi did. I've played every Doom, main Doom title. The only one I haven't played is Dark Ages yet. But I went all the way back to 93 and I played them all the way going up. Trine, all the way back to the first one. Streets of Rage, all the way back to the... You get the idea of what I do here. In progress, I have the Batman Arkham series. I'm on the second to last one on that. Crisis, I did Crisis 1 and Warhead are complete, so I have to go to Crisis 2. At the end of my streams, I have an entire credits list that shows everything I've played. I'm blanking right now that I'm on the spot. So yes, God of War is going to end up being on that list. The only thing I probably won't get to play is the latest one because they've gone back to console exclusive, and I'm not going to buy a PS5 for one game. Heck, even the PS3 I have on the floor to be repaired, I didn't buy that when it was new because I went PC gaming after my PS2. So I got that for free. I just have to repair it to play the God of War games that are PS3 exclusive on that. Spider-Man 1 and 2, or do I have Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales? I forget. But I definitely have Spider-Man, 2 Spider-Man games already. Some game companies are for canceling Black Panther game. Yeah, so that's one of those tax break things, right? They don't think they'll make money. They cancel it, count it as a failure, and claim it as a loss on taxes. That's what happens when so many game companies are publicly traded. It's all just a spreadsheet stock market game for them. They care less about the entertainment value and more about pleasing investors. That's what they do. Last Ronin was canceled? I guess. As far as faves, so the Twisted Metal series as a whole. So far, my favorite one is Twisted Metal 2. Favorite. And I'm currently on a Twisted Metal run for those that don't know. I'm on Twisted Metal 4 right now. Twisted Metal 2, still my fave. Um, the Sonic games are also high up on that list. Of them, it's a toss up between Sonic 2 and 3 is my fave. And then Streets of Rage series. So two of them are Genesis series. Can you tell what my formative gaming years were? As far as console stuff goes, those are my fave. And then if it's PC, Doom, Quake, like Half-Life 2. Like, but mainly Doom and Quake. Mainly Doom and Quake. Okay, but mainline topic. Those who have access to the Discord, you can join in. I'm going to talk about the Steam machine. You're an Xbox kid? Let me guess. First console was a 360 that you remember. Judging by your age, and it was a $300 console when new. A lot of people, especially in North America, had that. Right up until Sony cut the cost of the PS3 in half, and then suddenly everybody had PlayStation 3s. Your first was an Xbox One. Not a lot of people had those. That one didn't do so good, sales wise. If you still have it, keep it, especially if you still have the box. That's probably going to be a collector's item. You still have it? Good. Yeah, it didn't sell too well. Yeah, Microsoft shot themselves in the foot with that one. Stickers Beyond, welcome in. Welcome in, Abex. How you doing?
Great.
So let me bring this up on the screen. Let's talk about the market and Valve shooting themselves in the foot, right? Wow, this screen is very, very white. Stickers Beyond, you can tell everybody a lot of things. That chat is open. Just, don't say anything that the mods won't like. Because they'll let you know they don't like it. You'll find out very quickly. All right, here on the screen is Valve's Steam machine. This a lot of people were anticipating as you know, the second coming of the living room PC experience. The last one that was kind of successful was really Windows Media Center PCs, if anybody remembers the Media Center era. And people thought this would be that for gaming. And then the Rampocalypse happened. For those that don't know what that is, there's a parts crunch on anything memory related due to the overvaluation of the AI market and AI companies just doing promissory orders of RAM years in advance. And I do mean years. Stickers Beyond, my condolences. I hope everything turns out well for you. That is not great news. So, yeah, Valve announced this last year. The market went upside down, and RAM prices tripled in some cases quadrupled. Not to mention storage prices. And that turned a box that everyone was estimating to be between $600 and $800. And now you see it sitting here with no controller, with only half a terabyte of storage, for $1,049. Now, some people still justify it as, hey, all PC prices are expensive, so it's still decent. Not really, when you factor in that the RAM is so rare, they actually had to hurt what was already mediocre performance on this box by putting one single 16 gig DIMM instead of 2 8s. Why does that make a difference, you ask? Memory bandwidth. You cut memory bandwidth in half. That can affect, in some cases, up to 10% performance. And when you're claiming that something this small, with such relatively modest hardware, is going to pull off 4K 60 frame a second gaming with upscaling, every percentage in performance matters. You can't afford to lose 10%. It had to come to market in this condition at this price. And unless you are really in love with this small form factor or just really love the brand, I can't recommend this. I say just buy the controller and build a machine, which is something we're going to do tonight. And 2 terabytes with a controller is almost $1,500. That seems a little bit more barely worth it because of how much a 2 terabyte SSD is by itself nowadays. But again, the performance is still impacted. Yes, Yoshi, gaming is getting less and less affordable.
I'm going to give you a sales pitch.
Okay.
That's
Avex is going to sales pitch
It's very
me.
difficult to do, is
Mm-hmm.
devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll go for it.
I'm gonna make a comparison to YouTube TV first. Cable is cheaper, right? In no way people would buy YouTube TV. Cable is just cheaper. The cable version of what you get. Now, that's not the reason. Price isn't the reason people go YouTube. It's the experience. The UI is way better. The DVR stuff, like all these other things. Now, if Valve comes here and says, now yes, the RAM thing is unfortunate. This would have been like I don't know, $800, right? The
Mm-hmm.
starting price. Um, so it is a tougher argument with more price, but even the $800 one was a really good like uh, the big picture UI. Not that you can't get that on, you know, when you build your own thing, but the fact is, for people who don't know any better, because I think the way the Valve's like, okay, if you're scared of PC, start with this. This is like your shitty car you buy, your first car, right? This is like, um, you know, somebody who you're gonna work up to your Lexus or whatever
Mm-hmm.
good car is. So this is like, test with this one. It's not the best. It's gonna leave you wanting for more, and maybe it's your you start with weed, you work your way up to cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do what he just recommended. Jeez. Okay, so interesting argument, and I kind of like that argument. Except, do you see what's on my screen right now?
Yeah, I do. I know the price. I know. Yeah, the price is. It's a better hardware, and it's cheaper, and it comes with a controller.
And it comes with a controller. So we're back. The market is so upside down. This is back to the 90s level where, and for those that don't know, back during the 90s, especially as 3D was becoming a thing, it was cheaper to get a PlayStation 1, a Saturn, or an N64 than it was to get a gaming PC that came with a 3D accelerator at first. What happened and kept happening was every time an advancement was made on console side, just at the launch, the console seemed the cheaper, more effective way to get good looking gaming. Then PC would catch up, then the next generation console would release. And this kept going until graphics cards matured. And then right around the time the Dreamcast launched and the PS2 launched, they were more affordable, but they didn't look any better. And then by the time the 360 and PS3 launched, you could make the comparison that PC was as cheap or cheaper over the lifetime of the console. And notice I said the PS2 was my last console. I did the math at the time. And at first that stayed the same, right? 360 PS3, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series releases, PC was still the better bet. You could start cheap, add a better graphics card later, and not pay for monthly on anything. Your games were cheaper. It just seemed like a better deal. And then the Rampocalypse happened, and now suddenly the PlayStation 5 Pro and the Switch 2 seem like great deals.
By the way, to add, um, because of how small the Steam box is,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's just, it's like a bowl of cereal, really. Like that, like you. So they had to downclock the power because the heat. You guys, you read about that, right? So Gamer
Mm-hmm.
Nexus did a thing where they had to downclock. So not only that, its performance is average or below average. It's it's sleeping. On top of that, it's not getting full to manage the heat. There's only one fan, even though it's a custom fan, it's a thick fan. It's also, what's a good argument for this one is,
What?
if this is your moonlight machine,
If you're streaming off another rig,
If right, and you don't want to deal with like Steam controller have good support. If this is your Moonlight machine, maybe,
but at that point, you could just take any thin and light PC,
but not
install a
not this
Steam
size,
OS copy.
but not this small though.
They
Think how
have
small
they have
this is.
smaller. The
I
thin
mean,
and
for the
light
mini
HD
PC. Oh
PCs,
yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You just buy any
yeah.
one that's cheap. At that point, you don't need compute. Install Bazite on it, which is a Steam OS clone with better hardware support. It recognizes the Steam controller, and
That's
you're
true.
done. Steam
Yeah,
Machine
that's
is
true.
GameCube 2, but on steroids and makes the Switch 2 look cheap. Yeah. Well, how much is a Switch 2 right now, right? $450. Like, this all becomes a hard sell. Steam support would literally see Steam support. See, yeah, that's back to Avex's point. The Steam experience. You have 2 hours to return anything. Steam support is very easy with you. If something's broken, they don't ask you too many questions. Send it back. They
On
send you a new
support,
one. Yeah, there
somewhat. Yeah.
there is that experience, right? And you could buy from third party marketplaces, GOG.com, Epic Game Store via Heroic Launcher, Origin, all that stuff. Yes, you have plenty of options other than the store that is built in. And then plenty of controller options. You don't have to use the Steam controller. You like the Switch Joy-Cons? Pair them. You like the PlayStation controller? Pair it. Xbox controller? Pair it. It'll accept any controller you throw at it. And I have a plethora of controllers here. But is that worth $1,050 to get your foot in the door?
Isn't every hardware expensive right now? Like it's.
I'm showing you the Switch 2 for 450.
I
The
know,
PlayStation Pro for 900.
but if you don't have a I think the only sell is people who has a library, who's already deep into Steam. Because if you don't have a Steam library, this has no value.
Yes, if you
Zero.
don't have a Steam library, it
This is
doesn't.
not even a conversation.
If you already have a PlayStation library and you were thinking about switching due to whatever Sony was doing to annoy you,
Don't think.
now all of a sudden
Yeah.
you want to stay Sony. If you're going to switch off of Xbox because you got ticked off their indecisiveness on what they're doing with the market, it's now all of a sudden you might wait for the Xbox Helix because this is expensive. You're like, maybe I'll give Xbox another chance. Like, but a cube is worth like 100 Lego sets. That's not a good. It is not a good deal. Um, and to that point, I'm right now.
It's worth 10 Lego sets, just to be clear. The Legos are also expensive. It's not 100.
Well, it depends on which Lego set.
Or
Depends on
one.
which.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
depends on which one. It's just one
yeah.
Lego set.
Some, yeah. It could be 100 small Lego sets, 10 decently table-sized Lego sets, or
One
one.
good one.
Yeah, like full body. Like here's a little Predator Lego set. I don't know if they have one, but let's say they do. It stands almost your height. That thing's gonna be the cost of a Steam machine. Um, I think they had a Lego car at one point.
If you get the Millennium Falcon, the real one, the big one, that's 1,000. That's around that price. Actually, the Steam machine is a little bit more expensive, but my point is,
We're
just
going
kidding.
down the Leggett rabbit hole. Okay, so we're building. So requirements for this to be a Steam machine box, right? Has to be small, so I'm going to be ITX motherboard. For those that don't know what that means, motherboards come in various sizes, annotated by 3 letters, sometimes 4. From smallest to largest, just off the top of my head, there are more than this probably. ITX, I know, I think there's Pico, ITX, Micro ATX, ATX, EATX, which is the largest, just off the top of my head. There are
Does the
more.
IT stand for Italian motherboard because it's small? Or can you explain the
No.
acronym, please, for people who don't know any better? Yeah, thanks.
Okay. ITX motherboard. Let's pull it up. Let's hit the Wikipedias. Why is this taking me to shopping? Google. No. Wow, Google search has gotten awful. Definition. Holy hell.
I gotta give you one.
There it is. Information technology extended motherboard. Jeez. So yeah, ITX motherboards are in and around a CD in a jewel case sized. Okay, make the cheapest quality console. I've done that before. I can actually bring that spreadsheet up. Actually, let me not expose all of my documentation real quick. Let me come back to this scene and bring up that sheet. So every once in a while I do these theory builds, I call them. And once in a while I will build one live. I like how recent documents say I have no recent documents when clearly I've done the spreadsheet. So there goes the last one I did. Let's bring that up. All right. So a PS4 like console. There we go. Oh, the text is all borked. Why is the text borked? Because it's in light mode. Hold on, give me a second. I need to change this from being light mode. I'm just having all the issues today. It's a Reaper theory. Huh. I guess I might have to start branding it, huh? How do I take calc out of... So because it went dark mode, it inverted the colors. You know what? I know what I'm going to do here. This is going to be the lazy approach to do this. I'm going to fill these cells in black. There we go. I shouldn't have to do that, but that's what it came down to. Beefoo, how you doing? Welcome in. You missed me making everybody old by reminding them that Sonic turned 35 and Sonic turned 35 and Quake turned 30. And now we're on to the discussion around the Steam Machine and the absurdity of it all. All right. So here we go. And Halo turns 20 this year. Okay. So here, and this is a couple months ago, so these prices may vary. I challenged myself with building a PS Pro like device with a controller. $900, which is about how much for a PS4 Pro. Ryzen 5 5500, cooler, a 9060 XT 8 gig, a terabyte SSD, a Cooler Master Box Q300, which I've built live before in that case. In two dimensions, it's in around the size of a PS5 Pro, but it is fatter than a PS5 Pro. It's a large cube. It's not slender. 700 watt power supply and a Logitech F310 gamepad. It was $900. So if we were to mimic that again, this build from a few months ago is already better than the Steam Machine. I legit obese PS5. That's one way to put it. So all I have to do is make this build smaller, which essentially is smaller motherboard, smaller case. But already for $900, just throw Bazide on it. For those that don't know, Bazide is a Linux-based OS that very much mimics the usability of SteamOS, but with better hardware support. Okay, Avic's got a case here. Let's copy this link.
There are cube-shaped cases, but the problem is the type of GPU we can fit. It's very limiting.
Yes, you can install Steam OS to any PC now, but in my experience, hardware support sometimes great, and then sometimes royal pain in the ass, which is a problem that Bazzite and Catchy OS already have solved. So I'm. This is me trying to convince someone, right? Um, that this is a good idea who probably isn't that comfortable. So this would be their first or second build, and I'm trying to convince them to go this route. If you do all modern AMD hardware, 9 times out of 10, yeah, great idea. One wrong part, not a fun time. Can you get a Discord link? Sure. Right, my bot doesn't respond to YouTube chat. Let me yes, this stuff is all in Discord, by the way. So let me put first and foremost. Lucky, if you could copy that into YouTube, that would be great. Thank you. Leanne Lee, we gonna load? Thank you. Okay, yeah, this is one of the long cases. I've seen this one. And you can get the wood finish very much like a GameCube.
Yes.
Don't tell you what to do. Okay, I won't. Yeah. So let's go smaller though. Watch. So I'm gonna try. Last time I did Micro Center. Let's see what we can do on Newegg. That's why I pulled Newegg up. I'm trying to pick different spots because I know not everybody has a Micro Center. Not everybody. What'd you say?
Eh, That's the smallest. It is. I'm not familiar with the brand, but that's close to the C machine size.
Beefoo.
What I think.
Beefoo. Are you forgetting to do returns? Bruh. I know you're busy, but put a calendar reminder, man. Do you not want your money back? Okay, this is tiny. This one's on Amazon. But I like where you're going with this. This is micro ATX though. So it's probably a little. It's probably the same shape, but a little bigger in each dimension.
Because I'm trying to be fair to the Steam machine form factor. Could
Oh,
you build in a similar form factor?
um. Oh, you bought a Thunderbolt card? Yeah, I was thinking about ITX. Um, we can with ITX. I think micro ATX is just a little because the motherboard itself is bigger than the footprint of the Steam machine, and then to wrap that in a case, so you'd have to go ITX. I've built I built one slim case ITX. I want to say almost a decade ago. And for shits and giggles, I just put a CD case over it, and the CD case went in the case and just covered the motherboard. So something like that is dropped right in it. Um, they're using a custom ASRock board. Why is this selling me RAM? Bruh. Oh, is this the joint with the PlayStation 5 APU on it? Yeah, I remember when these came out. Quite a few people made like PlayStation like builds with this.
Who was that? I remember a few months ago there was an engineer that built a universal hardware. It could run It could read PlayStation Disc, Xbox, whatever.
Oh, the
It,
all-in-one.
the one something, and then
Yeah.
play any game. That's
Yeah, every generation somebody does a bill like that. I'm waiting one day for someone to do one of those all-in-one bills, and it runs Nintendo stuff way too well because you know who's gonna get sent after. Nintendo will send lawyers. Lucky the Discord link is shot again. What the hell? They just took $300+ from me. That link better work.
oh, excuse you. All right,
Yeah, I didn't reduce the.
you didn't cancel.
Mm-mm. But isn't this BC250 running? Yeah, it's running Zen 2, so it's not exactly. So the CPU cores in the PlayStation, not the play, the CPU cores in the Steam machine are newer. Brain. So it's newer tech, but less of it. Yeah. Yeah, Digital Foundry definitely used this as an equivalence. Um, the fact that you could buy essentially failed out PS5 hardware for a bit there was interesting. Yeah, there's so many alternatives. Okay, so this is Abex's. Let's see. We got off track here. Newegg. Is this not the tab? I must have used up the tab. Oh, if they can unlock that back to normal, oh yeah. I wonder what the stability would be like because they probably lopped those off for a reason. But if you never hit the breaking point, do you care? The link takes you to Discord website. Hmm. All right, so we need a case. First and foremost, small, and Avex will critique whether or not this case looks like ass. So be prepared to hear that, folks.
No, I won't. Actually, they're all ugly. No, no, yeah.
They're all ugly, he says.
On the list, it nothing. It's
All right, let's make this bigger for the folks here.
more bigger.
More bigger. this
Yes.
this
The
one's
filters to touch the edge of your screen.
this guy. Better?
Okay. Yeah. All right.
This standing one, so it'd just be a taller Steam machine. Not by much. NZXT, that's an option. Um
No. You know what? No. That's not an option.
I
That's not.
was waiting for it.
Everybody on chat. That is NZXT means next time buy something else. Like no, just fuck no, fuck that brand. Not an option.
Yo, I knew it was coming. I was wondering if you're gonna let that slide. Oh, a tear. Okay, we got Fractal. They made a box. Fractal has a box. It's a ooh, that looks longer. It is a big single fan design though. But why is this so oblong? Hey, date is NZXT Persona non grata. Jeez. Oh, there goes the case you mentioned. So two people have it. Interesting how they have the motherboard they have in there. Oh, this one's just ITX only, not micro ITX. All right, let's new tab that one. This one is kind of a recycled home theater PC design. It still has the disc tray flap on it. Although, if you're going to put a Blu ray drive in it, Yeah. So that's another thing. Upgrading the RAM in the Steam machine is almost a must because they were forced to use one single DIMM. Like I said earlier, you lost off rip. You lost performance because now you're now you've tossed out memory bandwidth. So them
That one's
DDR4.
actually decent.
You have 32 gigs sitting around. Look at this man over there. The pink one.
And then the Cooler Master and Core.
Didn't you use
I
this one before?
I have this one. Yes.
So it's Steam Machine footprint, but taller.
It's like if
So like you took
if
a
Steam
Steam
Machine
Machine and just
was Wembanyama,
stretched it.
exactly. If correct, it's
Oh,
it's
Bifu Techi's
Wembanyama.
sitting on a gold mine. He has 5 kits and 32 gigs of DDR4. Oh, this pyramid case. That I've actually
No,
seen
don't
that.
no.
I've seen that design go bad for someone.
It's
So
bad heating. You don't want to go Egyptian.
so yeah, somebody bought from a manufacturer that case, right? They put at the time a 3090 in it. Look at this case and then think about a 3090 trying to vent just through that top. Not to mention the CPU and all the other. That was a bad idea. And they're like, why is it? It starts off quick and then it slows down. I'm like, yeah, everything's throttling. You can't move enough air in the way they set this up. And they're like, oh, can you fix it? I'm like, are you going to ship it to me to rebuild? Because other than that, no.
You know what would have worked? Ironically,
What's that?
if they would have turned that pyramid upside down
Put a stand on it.
yeah, let the heat just go out like it just so eat. It's, that was the flaw. It works great on machines when you're building a natural wonder. It's perfect, but don't do
Dave,
this on
thank you for the
hardware.
biddies. So this is a very small case. This is very small. Holy crap. Where are they anticipating an external power supply? Wait a minute. Supports Pico PSU. How much? Okay, before we go down this rabbit hole, how much are Pico PSUs? 160-watt budget? Yikes.
Just
And
use a switch at that point.
and
What are
these
you doing?
these are DC to DC. I need DC to AC. Come on.
Mm-mm.
These are all straight DC to DC, like you're powering it in a car or RV. Are there no AC ones here? Okay, you know what? We're not spending that much time researching this case. Out of here.
So okay, let's talk aesthetics for a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you if you're truly gonna put this in your living room, think about how most TV stands are. They're long, and if you put it in between the little, the gaps and stuff, because you're not gonna put it on like it also depends on the size of your TV. So if you have enough empty space next to the TV and you want to put a tower there on one side and nothing on the other side, it looks a little odd. So you would rather have something laying flat. So rather than like the end core, which is like tall, you need something that's flat that you can just put it somewhere, maybe behind or somewhere else where it's not. It's to me ideally, you don't want to look at that thing. when it's in your living room, like personally.
Okay, yeah.
and and so that's always been the tricky part with what you do in terms of form factor in the living room, at least for me, because the cube is kind of cool because you can kind of put a center as a decor or somewhere, but it just
Okay, this case
so yeah.
is, I just converted to inches real quick. 9.2 by 9.8 by 11. Not bad. The Gabe Cube Steam machine. Where did I not have Steam open? Let's go back to the GameCube.
And this one has more lights, what Dave likes, you know.
Oh, his favorite.
See to it.
Where are the dimensions on this thing? 6 inch. So it's 6 by 6 by 6. So this is still bigger. Um, Dade said laying flat right next to the VCR. Yo. Okay. So this is still a bit big, but same size. I mean, same appearance. So this is a good start. What about this? Looks chunky.
Yes, the shoebox.
Yeah.
Get your Nikes in there.
Plastic front, steel body. Where are the dimensions? Can fit a 10.5 inch card. Oh, okay, yeah. That part right there kind of makes me think this is going to be. Well, wait a minute. 222 by 181 by 285. I think it's smaller than the other case. .74 on that dimension. 7.12 on that dimension. And then 285. It's just going to be a little. So it's longer, but smaller in two other dimensions. It doesn't look as nice, though. Oh, look, it has swappable front plates, just like the Steam machine. Oh, isn't that interesting? Why? I think I might go with this one. Yeah, there it is. You can get the B design or the Q design, different front plates. Silverstone. It's almost like they knew the Steam machine was coming and they came up with this.
To me, the perfect cube would be if you can take the GPU and put it at a diagonal
Or,
rather than the length or width,
yeah.
and that's how they kind of do it.
You know, if they allowed, if they force users, right, to use low profile cards, I know that would limit high end performance, but if it's somebody targeting a living room build, not many people are trying to fit like a 10.5 inch long card in there. They know they're compromising. What do you think? Go with this one? Or not quite it?
How close would this one be to your previous, the Excel sheet build? What kind of case was that?
That was a micro ATX case, so much bigger.
Is it the?
That one was closer in size to, it was essentially like two PS5 Pros next to each other. It was the same height as a PS5, the same depth as a PS5, but it was fatter than a PS5. Because again, the graphics card would be sideways instead of, if they had the graphics card on On a riser, it probably would have been the same
Yeah.
depth.
My issue with this one,
Mm-hmm.
it's hideous.
It's just a
Like
long cube.
it's just like a
It's
hey, somebody forget to put away their shoe boxes. Get that shit direct from the TV. That's what it looks like. Like it's just
so
you
this is
know
worse looking than the steam machine to you.
yes, because the steam machine at least there's something about the texture that makes it better. Plus, it has the little lights right underneath, like Hal.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't like
sorry,
you don't like the steel metal face. You don't like the
it doesn't
brushed
look at the
aluminum.
bottom. It doesn't go well with the plastic. Looks like shit, and their logo is like, what the fuck is that? They need a new logo. But besides the point, man.
Okay, how about this one with the textured mesh?
What is this? A speaker for my TV?
The case is just long, Bifu, but it is in 2 dimensions, not bad. But it can fit a 10.5 inch long card. Whoa, what's this one? They have another variation. What the fuck is this one? Oh, it has this slot if you wanted to put a disc tray in it. But why is it light edition? What do you mean light edition? Are the dimensions any different on this one? Small form factor just got smaller? Oh, this one might be smaller. I don't think you're fitting a 10.5 inch card in it. Let me confirm. Sorry. Okay, so it's still 8.7 inches. It says it there. You see the 10-inch card? It still does 10-inch card? I glazed right over that. Standard left. Oh, so it still does 10-inch card. They shrunk a dimension, though. Yeah, one dimension is down a little bit. Yeah, it went from supporting a 10-inch card to 10.5 inch card. I mean, 10.5 inch to 10. Wow. Words are hard. Yeah, they shaved some millimeters off the depth. Because the other edition, I think, is 10.5 inch. If I go back to this one that Avex was insulting. Yeah, 10.5 inch card. They took a half inch off the ass of it.
I was critiquing.
Yeah. So it had an ass reduction. And that's the smaller edition. You can get a 3090 Ti to fit in a ITX case, like this one. But it's tall as fuck. The card would just stand up. But now it's a tall.
From my experience, you have to be so efficient with wiring because that box gonna get hot.
Well, I think what they did with this one, notice they parked the fan right up front. I bet you they took the fan off the ass end and integrated it, yep, in the faceplate. The faceplate's not interchangeable anymore. It's part of the case. Though the other one, remember we had the 2 different designs, which neither of them you liked? There was no fan in there. So everything's in the front. It's $100 case. It's a one big single fan, like the GameCube. You got the triple fan 3080 to fit in a mini ITX? Boy, that... I'm sure once you got that thing together, case closed, you're like, I never want to service you. Just run until you die. Or we can go real ugly and just make it VCR shaped.
Okay, let's back up a second.
You don't like
What?
the VCR shape?
No. Let's work backwards. What? Because this is really tied to the graphic card. Your case at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of graphic card are you trying to put in this thing?
If we're targeting Steam machine performance, we don't have to go any higher than a 9060 to eclipse it. It's really a 7600, a Radeon 7600, 8 gig model.
But what would okay? But let's say what would match a PlayStation Pro, the
A
PS5,
PS5 Pro,
yeah,
at
or
that
even
point,
slightly better.
any of the 9000 series cards, because theirs is a mix of the compute cores from the 9000 series with the raster hardware from the 6000 series. It's this weird hybrid. So you can do a 9060 XT and match or exceed, especially since you have a higher TDP. You can run those parts hotter. That's another. Okay, one thing we're throwing out the window, we're not trying to match, is the fact that the Steam machine can do all of this in like a 250 watt TDP total. No, we're not doing that. Fuck out of here. Toss that shit out. We're not going for thermal or or power efficiency. No, we just want better. Better to screen. That's it. If you're worried about that, challenge me with that later, but that is not the goal of this. I'll be part hunting and being so particular for like the next 2 or 3 hours. Not doing that. So, because we can do a 9060 XT, so you want me to shop for the graphics card first?
Then you know what you're. Yeah,
Why didn't they make a box that could stream your library? They did. They did have a Steam streaming piece. It sold all right. It wasn't great. Was it Steam Link? Forgot what it was called. Take it easy, Bifu. Have a good night.
to answer that question, that's a good question. Uh, if you have $100 burning in your pocket, the Amazon Fire Cube
He said it's a
does exactly
Minecraft
that.
block.
It's right, and you could put it install set up Moonlight on it, and then there you go. If you have a strong PC in your bedroom, stream right into it. You're
Yep.
done. That's it. That's all you need. Because I could not find a cheaper option than that.
You probably can't. Just any random. Dade still has his Steam Link. When was the last time you used it, Dade? And don't fire it up now to say now. When was the last time you actually, with intent, before today, used it?
Look, man, they still has the pen Ben Franklin signed, the Bill of Rights. So this is not. We can't like really talk about that right now.
Yo. Hold on 1 second. Let me get some background noise for us over here. Few months ago. Oh, wow. Yoshi, you out of here? Take it easy, Yoshi. Thanks for coming through. All right. Components and storage. I'm sorry. Components and storage. So you want me to shop for the graphics card for us?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. GPU, video graphics.
That, for most part, that will answer your question about power, memory, CPU.
Right. I'm with it. So, Radeon 9000 series, submenu. Let's get those out of here. And you know what? For shits and giggles, let's include these. Apply. Remember, folks, our budget 1,050. All right, not by best selling, lowest price. Let's go sort that up. We can get a Radeon 7600 XT with 16 gigs of video memory for $350. That alone makes it a better 4K card. Okay, we also have a 9060 XT with 8 gigs of video memory for 350. Also, it's shorter. It's only 2 fans. Thank you, Lucky. So 7700 XT with 12 gigs, 409. We probably don't want to go. How do we define? Do they let us pick card length? Look at that. Double fan. Okay. We can pick. Okay, we have 245. Yeah, let's pick a short card. Avex wants the white one. Of course, he would. But we're not making a white Gate Cube. Pyro was good with you. Hey, a Power Color Reaper Radeon. Kind of leaning towards this one for reasons. 9060 XT with 16 gigs frame buffer. It's 470 though. What do y'all think? This would eclipse everything because ray tracing performance is better on this. You missed the fact that Pyro. Sonic turned 35 today, and Quake turned 30 yesterday. Feel old yet? And now we're talking about beating the Steam machine. So how long is this card? So the card is 200 millimeters, 220 with the bracket. So 220 is how long of a card? .6-inch card. So we could fit it in that case that has 10-inch clearance. Just trying to make you feel old and pro. Damn. What do you mean? Why I gotta lean into my? Why can't I lean into my mic? It's my mic. It's right here. We gatekeeping people's mics now. All right. I think this card all around smokes. All right. So add this to PC build list. Let's use their PC build, whatever.
Oh.
All right. So we have that added, right? So that means we could get away with this slim case. I mean, we can pretty this up with internal RGBs, right? So then it would glow through the mesh. Do we care about that? Although it's
Yes.
we care about if the RGBs are glowing through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I traded for Sonic in high school English class. What did you trade for Sonic? What? And if you don't like RGBs, it's just a black box. It'll just disappear in the entertainment center. And it's $100. Wait, what kind of power supply does this use? Did it say? SFX power supply. Okay. Oh, they have it in inches here. 10.78, 6.93. So it's slightly taller than the GameCube. 2 inches wider, 4 inches longer. So the depth is really the major difference. But if it's on a shelf in your entertainment center, do you notice it at that size? You probably notice it more if it was sitting on top of the desk. I think this is as small as we're going to get. Okay. I'm going to add it to the list. Can I not add it to the build, PC build? There's only add to card. Where's the PC builder? I feel like I just broke this site. Yep, I broke the site. Okay, no, there goes the one item. All right, let's select that case. Trading my PlayStation 2 for a next cell phone? Oh, shit. No function over aesthetics. But, Dade, what if the aesthetics don't sacrifice the function? What's your argument against it then? You're assuming one sacrifices the other. If anything, it can add function because you can set the lights to, I don't know, be color coded to machine temp. If you see it start turning orange and red, you know the bitch is getting hot.
I got this. So, Dave, look. As humans, as a civilization, we don't need to smile at each other at all. It's purely cosmetics. It's just being nice. It's called being nice. Not everything's functional. Pretend this as the computer smiling at you. The RPG bring a little light in your heart that you clearly need.
I'm here for it. Oh, they have another one here. What do we think about this one? Silverstone Fortress Series, Mini ITX. What are we looking at? Okay, it's slimmer than the Steam Machine, 421, but then it's 14.8 by 13, so it's like a Blu-ray player or VCR. Slim but long and wide. Is that a bad compromise? So it's like if somebody stepped on your Steam Machine and flattened it. Not that he only does missionary. Oh, jeez.
Nothing wrong with it. You could do it well.
Okay, I think because the other machine is sold by a third party, it doesn't show up here. It sucks that it did that. What do you think, Ibex? Still looks like it belongs in an entertainment
You,
center.
you can, yeah, yeah. You can put a. Some of these, I think they have the option. You can turn it
Yeah,
sideways.
it has the stand.
Yeah. So this is this you can even like if you have a flat screen TV, you can even hide it behind the TV. Actually,
Because of how
it's
slim
not
it is. It's only four
how
inches.
slim the TV. Yeah, right. So you can actually put it right behind it. So I'm okay with that if I don't have to see it.
233 kind of eats into the budget, but you know what? We're gonna try it. If anything, we swap the case out. All right, so let's get rid of this one because it's a third-party seller anyway. I didn't notice that at first. ZJZ's official store. Yeah, no. There's no
Oh,
guarantee you're getting that. Let's keep it sold by Newegg from Newegg. Let's. All right, let's get the case in there. What are we at right now? We're at $703 already. All right, let's pick our ATX motherboard. ITX, sorry, ITX. Um, AM4 because that's what the Gabe Cube is. ITX form factor, let's go. Lowest price, come on. So we're going to need Wi-Fi and Bluetooth functionality if we're trying to match, how the Gabe Cube is. Not compatible with Ryzen 5 3400 and 3200 processors. Okay. We're probably going to go with a 5000 series CPU to be honest anyway. All right.
you keeping this under 1,000? Is that you?
We're trying to
About
keep it in and around. So if we exceed 1050, then we need to have 2 terabyte drive and include a controller of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to match
Yeah.
the cube at some level.
Well,
I think we can pull it off. I might have to
actually,
lower the case. That might have to happen, but we'll see.
it might be better if we can match. I don't know if it would be possible. The PlayStation specs
But I
with
did
this
that
form
already
factor,
for $900
but on this form factor.
on this form factor. So try to keep it at 900. That's a harder sell, but I can
Mm,
try. Okay, 2 antenna ports, which leads me to believe that this thing has, yep, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2. Well, we're not going to get 5.2 anyway. All right, select CPU.
I see you saving RAM for last.
Yeah, yeah.
You brave motherfucker.
All right. They already told us Ryzen 3, no. Oh, we're gonna. Oh, fuck. Because we made it a slim case, we have to go with the Noctua cooler, don't we? Fuck. All right.
Or the Cooler Master. No, it's too new. It's not gonna be in the market. In Computech, 2 months they showed something. Their version of
Mm.
low profile.
Okay, can we choose AMD socket, AM4, and Ryzen 5? And lowest price. Ryzen 5 5500. This already blows them out the park. 6 full Zen cores, no C cores. Judging by the amount of people who have this stuff in their list, there's other people doing this shit right now.
How can you tell?
They tell you 4 customers adding this component to their bill list. The one with the cooler, 27,000 customers added this to their bill list. Everyone saw the price of Steam Machine, was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. All right, RAM. Fuck. Lowest price. Lowest price and 8 gigs per module. Yo. Hello? Who's straight off rip with the...
Who's that? Lucky?
I don't know. I don't have my Discord up.
No, yeah, it's her.
Listen, you stay saying that, so it's like I'm just gonna play it for you.
Saying what? Oh. Just see these prices. It's just like, oh. Oof.
The second he asked the RAM, just play that. Just...
Oh, y'all are vicious. Who the hell is Time Tech?
At this point, I care about their price. I don't care if you're called Wildo Dildo. I'm gonna buy it. If your RAM's a good price.
We're at $976 already. You fell asleep at your desk? Yo, no. Go to sleep, B-Food. Thanks for coming through. Have a good night.
That's some old man work right there.
I bet Lucky's fucking thing woke him up.
All right, let's pick storage next. SSD.
Storage?
Yeah, you got to have storage.
Oh my god.
Fiber all day today? Ugh.
2 terabyte. Let's just...
2?
Let's
We're almost near the budget. How we getting to 2?
Oh.
We're already over $900. What are you talking about? 2.
How big games are?
Hey, you better learn to swap. Them USB ports. Start using them bitches.
Oh my god.
512. Fuck. Yeah, I think that $288 case we're gonna have to swap and go.
I don't think really people can't play COD on it.
Well, no, you can't play COD anyway. They're anti-cheat. There you go. Even if you had the size, they're anti-cheat. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right, the cheapest M2, because I could go SATA. I technically could go SATA. I had 3 9 TAC 12 that seemed to be oh no. Oh. I'm sorry, did you say 900 feet? Have fun replacing that. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Holy shit.
It's not yours? Are you responsible for it? Oh, then fuck it. Fuck out of here. You dodged that bullet. I thought you would. You're over here just giving everybody emotional.
Yeah, look, man, during the NBA Finals, they make that money in 1 second. All right, it's all right. They're good.
All right, so the cheapest M2 King Spec $90. That puts us at 1,066. We don't have a controller yet. We don't have a power supply. We don't have a cooler. So I think we're gonna swap that case. We can't be $233 on the case. AM4 in this case. See, I could go with the Cooler Master Master Box, which is a bad name when you think about it. You say it too fast. But it's too big. Fractal's Mini ITX. 109, but let's go smaller. Hey, we could pick a white mini ITX case and make Avex happy as fuck.
What's the price?
$88.
Is there an orange case?
There's a yellow. I don't see an orange. Wait, what is your motif in your entertainment center? Orange. Good night, Bifu.
You're making the orange box.
Oh. Just okay. I was a little slow there. I realized what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. All right. Let me limit this to mini ITX because they're going with anything that can fit. See that Cooler Master case, despite its heft for this build, is $40. So they keep popping it back up to the top of the list. This fractal design case, what are the measurements on this? Ooh, fuck. It's 14 inches long. It's 9 inches by 8 inches. It's kind of chunky. A little bit, just a smidge on the chunky side.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But there's a certain
This thermal take, it's technically a tower, but a mini tower?
yes, it is. I think I know which one you're looking at. Yeah,
So
it's big.
21 inches tall, 31 by 11. Nah.
It's
I was
big.
thinking maybe it could tuck behind the TV, but no.
No, it's a mid tower. It's a full mid tower.
What is this Cooler Master case? Mini ITX vented panel, triple slot GPU. By what wizardry? What?
I wonder.
Okay. 10 by 7 by 14. If that's the case, I can just go with the fractal for cheaper. Oh no, fractal isn't cheaper.
Would people just do laptop at this point?
But you want it on the TV and you want it upgradable.
But you can still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At that point, you're like, oh, why don't you just take the Steam Deck and plug it in? You know, you start going down that slippery slope.
Because this certainly feels like it. Looking at it, there's a lot of work here.
All right, let's get this in black.
What are you doing?
Oh, black is cheaper.
Of course.
Avex, I'm live.
I know. I said of course.
Don't
And
that shit.
add to PC build list. Add to that one. So what's our total cost now with this? Oh, we're at $898. Wait a minute, this is doable. We just picked the wrong case this whole time. Wrong case. All right, what kind of power supply does this use? Full-size GPU compatible. Technically, we could split. You know what? Price-wise, we can't splurge on the GPU. You shut up. Mini ITX. Oh, it's one of the ones where you can pull it all the way apart from all angles. Perfect.
Yeah, this is a decent case.
Yeah, and at this size, you kind of need it. Let's be real.
You do. It's very hard to assemble with chopsticks.
We're adults. This gallery is effed, by the way. Manual. SFX power supply. That's what I needed to know. Let's refresh this. Okay, so I've refreshed it. Add additional? No, we're not adding additional shit in memory. Fuck out of here. Power supply. Are these all SFX? Yes. Lowest verse. What's the minimum on that 9070? Did I put that up? Minimum 500 watt. Okay.
So 750 or 850.
For 90? You know. Weird pricing that the 650 is more than the. Very strange. The 300 watts more expensive. What's going on? All right,
That's
course.
because
Hmm.
uh, how common the more they probably make more of the 750s, like way more, and that's what.
Wait a minute. These are ATX. Why are they in this list? SFX, please. Apply. Watch this price change up. There we go. SFX is more expensive.
Yeah.
600 watt, 11. I'm sorry? Fully modular, of course. Fuck me. But we're still less than the Steam Deck.
You have memory. How much is the memory?
16 gigs, and they're dual channel, so we're not getting that 10% performance hit. And oh, we don't have a cooler yet. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait. Does that. We changed case. Hold on. This case, I think, can take the Wraith cooler. Yeah, this case isn't a slimline case. If you can handle a triple slot GPU, hold on. Yeah, triple slot GPU can fit in here. Yeah, I have, and it's full width.
Yes.
So I'm gonna change the CPU to the one that comes with the Wraith cooler. Problem solved. Okay.
You save money there.
Yep. Where is the build? There we go. So trash this. Select. There it is. Ryzen 5 desktop PCU. Let's confirm. I see the Wraith cooler on the side. No integrated graphics, because fuck that. Wraith stealth cooler. Perfect. Select. Boom. And there's already a fan in the case. $944. Oh, and there's a combo. I accidentally hit a combo price in there. So there's an additional savings of $65 because somehow I match parts. Shit gonna come with the thickest cables known to man if y'all actually order it. Well, it's a modular power supply. So we don't have to put in all those cables.
You have to get mod for this size. You have to get modular.
Yep. All right, so we don't need CPU cooler. We don't need anything else. You know what we do need for this build?
A controller. I mean, just get online on the Steam controller.
Yeah, you're not getting it to 2027.
Just
When was yours, roughly?
September
Okay, so you're in the next
11th.
batch. So from what I know, it's September, December, and then 2027. So you're the next batch.
Okay, apparently, batch time is random. So no matter when you reserve, you go into a random.
Random number generator.
Yeah, like so. I just Take the short stick.
You don't need one if you have one already. Facts, Dade. That's true. But this is for somebody building one like right now. Wise guy. This guy over here.
He sounds like a hater.
Where would they list controller under now? Is it an accessory? Is it a peripheral? Let's see. Gaming and VR. Handheld gaming? No. Digital games? No.
I know one thing, Dave, though.
PC gaming.
You definitely don't need a soundboard to play Killzone.
Damn. PC game controller. MSI Force. I didn't know MSI had a controller. But unfortunately, it got cross-side sticks. So no, we don't do that here. Hey, I could do like the what I did for the PS5 Pro build, the Logitech F310. Call it a day. No, this thing doesn't even have rumble. The F710, the submarine controller. It just doesn't work underwater. Don't ask how I know.
So you were actually testing the submarine controller, whether it could be a submarine controller?
Well, we all watch the news. We know it don't work underwater, right?
Okay.
No, I have. That used to be my go-to controller for years. And for those think I'm joking.
It looks like.
Actually,
It looks so weird.
Do I still have? No. I don't have the battery in it
You
anymore.
remember the Super Nintendo controller?
Yeah.
If that evolved and did what Frieza did with transformation.
Oh, with the silver and the black,
Yeah,
the two-tone.
That's what it would become. Like, this is my final form. Just
Yo. All right, how much money do we have to spend on controllers? Before I lose my mind at this.
wait. Go back.
What?
What is that one? This white and pink. What is this thing?
I don't know. It's here.
Click into it. No.
Which one? The top one or the bottom one?
Not the pink one. The one above it. The purple and the white.
The Luffy one above it, or
Fantech. Yeah. What is Fantech?
it's a homage to Luffy from One Piece. The Gear 5 controller. One Piece edition.
Oh.
Yeah, see, has Luffy on it.
Ooh, it's pretty close to Lucky's purple.
It's a PlayStation controller technically, but on PC we can just use whatever. Get the Titan sub controller. $20, don't go crazy. Because if I had this build, I would be OC the shit out of the rig. It might actually implode. Well, because it has more room, you might get away. Oh, you can get Nami Pink. Which isn't pink. Zoro black and yellow. You know what's nice about this? It has the touchpad. So technically you have a mouse pad on this. Technically, you have a little bit of feature parity.
Mm-hmm. And I think you would sometimes need it.
Yeah.
If you're...
Oh, can't add it to the PC build list. There's no... So, that controller is a wash.
Why don't they let you add it?
I think anything from a third-party seller can't be added.
Oh, okay. Yo, that green. That acid green was ass. Oh my god.
I mean... Okay.
Wolverine controller.
Hold on. Let's... Sold only by Newegg. Let's do that. And then let's sort lowest to highest. There we go. Much better. Fucking A. Hori pad. No touchpad on it. Okay, so if we want at least a touchpad.
Wait. What kind of diabetes one? Go up.
What?
I'll tell
Hmm?
The HyperX clutch.
How do you hold this thing? Can you take that in? Why is it so fat?
I don't. It's Xbox
What?
or mobile compatible.
Why?
Exclamation
I'm
mark
trying to feel
Avix.
it in my
Yes.
hands.
The third parties with TMR sticks and online configs have way better latency than the first party stuff. Yeah. I don't know what's up with the shape of this.
Oh my god. This is.
I I don't know.
How much is this?
$53. If the OG Xbox wasn't big enough. Yeah.
It's the shape of a VR headset. Like,
Oh, we're adults, I swear. I swear.
Are we though?
I don't know anymore. Out of stock? Okay.
oh, Hyperion. What is this from Borderlands?
In stock.
Look at
Oh,
that.
not the Hyperion.
There's one at the bottom called Hyperion. It's like white and black.
Oh, I took it. It got eliminated because I said in stock.
Oh.
Horipad. Is that a touchpad in the center? If so, then we're good. Dual analog turbo wired functionality. No, it's switch compatible, so no. We might have to go with the submarine controller. Fuck it, it's $43.99. The Logitech
Does
button.
not vibrate underwater. For people who want to take a bath with it,
Underwater.
it's not gonna do the job you're trying to.
It could go down
Get out.
2,000 feet.
Go.
It just won't come back up.
Yeah.
But the Logitech button would bring up the Steam menu. Dade, what are you shaking your head for? What's that for, Dade?
You speak of the truth.
I think I would have to hold on. I think the only way to get anything back, I would have to allow. I'd have to search under one of the other consoles. Nah, I'm just gonna go with the Logitech controller. Yeah, it's less than $50. No, not add to cart. Fuck. How do you add it to login to make offer? No. This is weird. Some of the things, can I not add this? It's sold by Newegg. I can't add it to the.
Are you signed in on this new tab?
No, I'm not signed into anything here.
Maybe you have to view it on the browser. It's on the tab it's on.
Where's the PC Builder? How do you bring the PC Builder back up? PC Builder. There it is. Got a 3060 and a 2070 if anybody wants. Envy Linkum. Man, I don't know about that.
That shit.
Damn, Lucky, why you gotta say it like that? Yo. Cold-blooded out here.
That's the truth, though.
Add-on cards, cooling. I don't think it's something you can. They don't have a category for it. That's why you can't add it. Okay, so either way, we know it's let's say $44, right? So if we look at the PC build, $44. So we're at $988. This would cook a Steam machine. You have 6 full Zen 3 cores. None of this You know,
OS is free because it's gonna be Linux.
yep. 16 gigs dual channel memory, a 9060 XT with 16 gigs. So now you have double the VRAM and actual ray tracing cores. You barely heard Lucky. Oh, she in there. 600-watt power supply, 512 gig storage, same as the Steam Machine. So the only thing you're missing is what, a micro SD card slot and a built-in antennas. Yeah, this smokes. Give me this list in plain text, please. Oh wait, can I download this in markup? It gives me the links. There's no CSV? I'm surprised there's no CSV, as nerdy as this is. You'd think, right? There'd be a CSV.
Click on the table next to M.
When I click that, that is BB code. Wow. We posting this to forums?
Why?
She got to speak up. I know its atmosphere down there is different. Oh, shit.
Tell him to take his 2070 and his 3060 and shove it. Come on, his bitch ass shit.
Atmosphere is different. Yo.
And
You heard it this time?
what are you on now? If those are your throwaways.
I'm going to save it as an HTML file. I'm going to call it the Steam Machine Reaper Edition because it has a graphics card at the center of it. That is the Reaper Edition. I didn't name it. But here we are. Save as HTML. Look at that.
Keeps happening to.
Yeah, so a 9950 X3D with a 5090. Yeah, you there's nothing. There's no game you have a problem with. So, for less than the look at this, you have money left over to now spend on the Steam summer sale at $988 total. You have RT on max while playing COD multiplayer. N2. COD is still designed with with the baseline being for the PS4 until the next edition, sir.
COD is just COD.
Yeah. Impress us with the, I don't know, your frame rate at 4K playing Cyberpunk with ray tracing or path tracing. Now those are impressive numbers.
Ray tracing, path tracing.
Path tracing, yeah.
Real tracing.
Real tracing. Dang, 988 with controllers, wild. Or $100 with the Steam controller, and you're at the price point. Yeah, the Steam Machine's a non-starter.
But going back to my point,
Mm-hmm.
if you're afraid of putting together your own PC, people might opt for that device.
Maybe, right? If you're afraid.
So imagine the people. These are the kind of people who buy Alienware.
No steroid frames, vegan, no GMOs.
What?
No DLSS, okay?
Huh?
Catch up, y'all. Catch up.
I'm fucking
see.
with you, bruh. Now you
all
yelling at me,
natural
catch up.
and two,
Huh?
if you know what I mean. No
Here's the
plastic.
thing, right? I could even change that since we have money left over. Hold on. See, what if I told it? Now let's change the motherboard, right? What if I told it duplicate? Yes. All right, new one, right? Delete that CPU. Delete the motherboard. Delete the memory. Select an AMD motherboard, right? Right, stay with me. Actually, no, get that out of here. Select a motherboard. Tell it AM5. Apply that. Cheapest. No, not featured. Cheapest. All organic frames. That's right into. So this motherboard, mini ITX. Yep. Add. Okay. CPU has to be 6 cores.
They kind of did optimize it by now, that game, but it's better than before, but it's not.
Look at that. Ryzen 5 7500F. 65 watts. That already 6 full fat Zen 4 cores. Let's see this memory. We're at 1007, by the way. All right. Now the RAM. This is going to put it over the edge.
Get ready, Lucky, with that button.
8 gigabytes per module. DDR5. Lowest price. Okay, 8 gig module. 16 gigs only. 220 off. Fuck out of here.
Do it, Lucky. Do it. Do it.
Really, Avex?
Just thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. DDR5, 2 sticks kills it. Puts us at $1,200. That alone. The DDR5 killed it. If they had built a DDR4 box, they probably would have been okay. Oh well. Still nothing wrong with the AM4. Why? Because AMD extended support for it. So, because of that, we can keep going.
I don't think they wanted to. You don't think they wanted to upgrade like when prices go down, having to build another one? Do you think so?
Here's the thing. Would you really have to? Because and this is due in part because of modern gen consoles. They're all Zen 2. So even the latest AM4 processor being Zen 3 is better than any of the consoles, so you're still above the minimum spec. And because we have this weird cross-gen compatibility going on, even halfway through the next gen, that's still the baseline. So you're fine. This is one of the few times, this has happened once before in history, where because of the consoles being the baseline, you got to sit so long in the same CPU architecture. Because cross-platform games aim for that. The goalpost movers are really the first-party titles that are only on the new gen stuff. But those aren't as prevalent as they used to be.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, our AM4 build is the move. Alright, I'll drop that HTML file in the Discord before the night's out. So Avex, you could have built this. And you already have a Steam controller, so you wouldn't. So it'd be less than $950. Everything included. Avex got quiet.
Hmm.
Shout out for how long this controller's been on the market. Holy shit. Let me see. The F710 came out in 2010. It's a 16-year-old controller. And somebody said deep dive review. Is this old controller still yeah. Diabolical title.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. All right. But I think that's our cue to get out of here. It is 12:30. I should go and get some sleep. I got work tomorrow. So happy. So anybody here getting the Steam Machine? Huh?
No.
Oh, my browser's still fucked. Dade's getting it. I'm a collector. You're never going to play it, are you?
No, he's a collector.
You're never going to play it. We got, oh, Big Pic's online. Nova's online. Hood's online. Pizzo's online. Got a few people online. When's the last time I rated Big Pic, though? Jeez.
Oh, let's spread out on him.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, my preview of the YouTube side always lags behind. And then I have to keep clicking live on it. Why? Oh, wow. The dashboard tells you how much is being streamed with enhanced broadcast. Interesting. They added more detail in here instead of it just showing red because I'm exceeding.
Oh, you didn't know
I
that,
haven't been back in the dashboard.
Yeah.
Legit. I've just been using the controls in OBS. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Been boring y'all with PC building and cracking jokes. All right, y'all. It has been fun. YouTube folks, y'all, I don't have any form of a raid capability over there yet. So thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. See y'all on the next one. And watch out for new videos dropping soon. And if you want to see more of the live experience, more streams are live on Twitch, Reaper PC on Twitch, twitch.tv/Reaper PC. For folks on Twitch, Reaper PC -live on YouTube. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Till next time, don't break anything, YouTube. Catch y'all later.